Of our state. You know, we talked before about the changing landscape of Gloucester County, particularly the increasing presence of Republicans. Our own Sean Leary had an opportunity to meet with Randy Ford from the Republican Executive Committee. Sean.
Thank you, Rob. I'm here with Randy Ford. Randy is the Secretary of the Republican Party and also the chair of the Young Republicans. So basically the up-and-coming, he's the face of the Republican Party over the next few years. And I would have to say, this is probably one of the strongest turnouts from the Republicans in some time. Although you didn't get the wins that you're hoping to get, I'm sure you're excited about what happened tonight, and that has to bode well for the future of the Republicans here in the county.
Yeah, I think it's going to bring a lot of life into the party. We definitely picked up more seats than we thought we were going to, and Chris Christie won the county, so how huge is that, right?
I guess that is one of the things you look at, and you have to be at least a little bit surprised by that, and obviously happy to see Christie picking up the win there, or picking up the win in Gloucester County. Is that surprising to you guys at all, and do you think it was a surprise to the Democratic Party?
I think it's definitely a surprise to the Democrats. I think they definitely wanted Corzine in there. I just attribute it to our GOTV effort. I mean, we really worked it hard out of Woodbury's office, and put a lot of time, made over 3,000 phone calls a day, and we just worked really hard, and it's a nice victory to have.
Picked up some big seats this year. That's obviously something you guys wanted to do in this election season. Tell me a little bit about that, where you thought you had some really good wins.
Well, we definitely knocked out an incumbent in Pittman, so that was good. Sam Macron, one of our current incumbents in Woolwich, he picked up his buddy John Fine, and I know they really worked hard, so I know their two wins in particular we're really happy about.
Campaign here in the county, what was some of your strategy going in, and how do you think it worked, and what would you have done differently if you could go back now and say, maybe we might have made a mistake and we want to look at that for next year?
I think definitely just starting earlier. We tried, right out of the primary to get going. It was a little slow. Wasn't maybe, a couple months before. I know the local guys were running, but for Christie's efforts, probably just push a little harder in the beginning, and that way it'll pay off later.
Well, you know what? Here's my advice for next year, because I looked out there and you had the whole, in the Board of Elections, you have the Democrats, and there's like 80 or 90 of them, and there was just you three guys. I think you need like a cheering section in the back of you guys next year.
Well,
you need.
We were at a bunch of us are at Wedgwood Country Club right now. I figured I'd come up and just check some of the results here. So it's definitely nice to be sitting in that room tonight and seeing those numbers come across. So
all those other guys are just eating, drinking, having a good time, and you're doing all the work.
Well, they got a projector out there too, so no, definitely not. They're watching the results just like we were here. Supposedly a really big crowd there, so it's a nice win, and I'm glad we had it.
Well, congratulations to you on a pretty good year for the Republicans. Yeah. Back to you, Rob.